Hey everybody, my name is Brennan and I'm a jeweler with just a few months experience, and today I've got a few new things that I wanted to share with you before we get started. Before we open the bigger box, this is one of the things that I had just received yesterday, and I'll have to get a close-up video of it, but these are all of the tools for doing Milgrain, and I've always wanted to do that, and I did not know they had these little wheel things for doing it. I noticed a lot of people end up making their own tools for it, which I'll probably try and do that as well, which is another thing that I have got, which is I got some high-speed steel. These are from a different company, and I'm gonna try these ones out and we'll see how these ones work out. I haven't even opened it yet. But they feel nice. They had good reviews. Fancy little thing it came in. Not that it matters. Oh, these are the round ones I ordered. Yeah, they look good. I'll show you what those look like in a minute. But they look nice. But let's get to what's in the big box. So I never thought I would actually get one of these because I'm kind of just making rings for fun. It's kind of like a hard thing to do because most people cast rings now. You're not really gonna, have someone make a ring unless you're spending a lot of money. And for me, it's just, I like doing it, and it's good practice for gem setting. Most people start off making like pendants because anybody can wear a pendant. Rings, they only fit someone of that size. But I figured I'd splurge a little bit since I'm buying a few new things. Got one of these. Let me show you what this is. I was gonna get a cheaper one, but the cheaper one just didn't. This is still kind of a cheap one to be honest, but cheaper ones were not very good. So it just cut to the chase. It's a ring bender, but it's supposed to be a pretty nice one. Swinging this knife around. Don't tell anybody I had that, by the way. But I'm making my rings. I've gotten lucky so far, and almost all of them have fit perfectly. But, that's not gonna happen every time. So, let's pull this out. Oh, I wrapped it up nicely. Look at that. And then instructions, we could throw this out the window. Just kidding. I actually read them. But it's a pretty simple one. They all are, honestly. But yeah, it looks nice. It even bends angles. It doesn't bend just rings. You can do 90s with it as well. Pretty sweet. Let's put it together and see how it looks. Oh, it's nice. Oh, it's on a plastic tray. Yeah, it looks nice. It's gonna do the job. That's all that matters. I honestly don't even buy very expensive things because most of the time the cheaper ones will do just as good. Usually I'll start off with cheap tools, and if they break or they suck, then I'll buy a better one. I don't really believe in spending a ton of money for, that's garbage. I don't believe in spending a ton of money on tools. Like a crescent wrench, I'm not gonna go and spend $200 on a crescent wrench. I've seen people spend an absurd amount of money on tools that the cheap one will last just as long. Oh, it even bolts down. This thing even comes out. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's got a bunch of different angles in it. 90 and a 45. Oh, it's not a 45, it's a 60. Nice. I am more excited about these Milgraining tools because, believe it or not, these were actually pretty expensive. Most people use this. I'm gonna try it and see how it works, but I've seen other people use a pneumatic engraver, and that's kind of what I want to use it with. But I'm gonna try and get good with it using it handheld before I cut these off and stick it in a pneumatic engraver. So these things are like 20 bucks a piece. The set of just 6 of them was $100. And as soon as I cut them, they're worthless to anybody but me. So I am very excited. I think Milgrain looks cool. Oh, and before we get started, I kind of want to open this other package real quick. So this is another thing that I got because I don't really have anything for a Dremel to polish or sharpen graver bits or burrs. Gravers? Yeah, gravers. While I'm, engraving. So I got these things, and I think they're Velcro. Don't mind me, I just buy things. I know it'll work, so I just buy it and figure it out when I get it, So it's all different grits of these little things. And I guess they're supposed to go onto these. Oh, this is a hard one. This is kind of cool, actually. This is actually a good idea. So then you can just switch out, goes all the way down to 5,000 grit. That's pretty cool. 80 grit? This is exciting. Yeah, it looks like it goes all the way down to 5,000. Sweet. I think if I want to go any smoother, I could just use some paper. Goes to 60 grit. Yep, 60 grit is the most coarse. And then 5,000 grit, this was only $15. And I'm assuming these are different densities of foam. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then you got this other this is like a little handle thing if you wanted to, like, hand, sand or buff or whatever. It's even got a fluffy one. I don't know what I would use that for, but it's there. Alright, this is cool. We'll see how long it actually lasts. I don't even know if you can buy new ones of these. You might have to just buy a whole new set. So I don't know if it doesn't really seem very feasible if you just run out, if you use one too much. But we'll figure it out. If it don't work good, it don't work good. Won't buy it again. I like it though. Let's get started. Oops. It's probably hot already. So this whole thing has been a learning process for me, and I kind of knew that I was gonna quench these too hot. I learned that with the recipe that I have here, I can't quench it at all. I have to let it cool on its own. From what I read online and from what others have told me, that Argentium, you just can't quench it when it's red hot. But once it cools and it's not red anymore, then you can quench it with water and it won't crack. But with what I have, if you quench it at all, it will crack. And it's very pliable. I like the way that it works, and I like the way it looks when it shines. So I'm gonna keep working with it for now. I might adjust it to see if I can make it so it can handle quenching, but we'll keep going. All 4 of these bars that I have here, they were all quenched too hot. I was slowly quenching hotter and hotter to see, and I should have done it 1 bar at a time. Now I know. Learn my lesson. I am not going to be quenching them all at once like I just did, because I've got cracks through all of them and they all have to be remelted. But at least I can do it nice and quick now. So let's get that done, and I'm gonna pour these into smaller bars. The reason why I haven't been pouring it into the smallest bar that I can is because it's just been hard for me to do that. But we'll see. I'll try it out and we'll see if I can get it done right. Because there's something that I'm trying to make that requires thinner pieces. So these are what the cracks in the bars look like from quenching them while they're too hot. So I'm going to try and tweak the recipe to see if I can make it so these can handle quenching hotter temperatures. But for now, I'm just not going to quench them. If you enjoy watching this type of content, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.